Hello everybody and welcome to today's review on the brand new release from the indie perfume brand Gallivant Perfumes that is based in London, and their concept is to be inspired by different cities, so each fragrance from their collection represents a certain city, and they have a lot of fragrances that are inspired, for example, by London, Tel Aviv, Istanbul, Tokyo, Amsterdam, Berlin, and this new launch is very exciting, especially for me personally, and I will tell you why a little bit later. And in the end of this video, I'll share with you a very exciting announcement that I am sure a lot of you will find exciting, so make sure to stick till the end. But I also want to tell you that since they are inspired by traveling in different cities, their fragrances are also in portable 30 ml size, so I love how everything is connected inside the brand, and I expected this year's Gallivant release to be dedicated to some European capital like Paris, which is one of the most popular cities in the world, so such a fragrance would attract a lot of people right away and would be a very smart marketing trick that would rise the sales. So how surprised was I that this new release is not inspired by any European capital nor city. This time, the founder and creative director of Gallivant, Nick Stewart, takes us to America once again, because he has already released a fragrance called Brooklyn, which is obviously inspired by Brooklyn, but this time things are way more special. Actually, I've never been to America, but I really want to visit that country, and my number one city to visit there is not New York City. Can you guess the city? Can you? Can you? Yes, of course it is LA. I mean, like, I'm dreaming about it. Ever since my childhood, I've been dreaming about LA. I actually have a feeling that I will really love it there. I actually know that I love it there. And I have a feeling that it's the city for me. There is no other place like LA. I love all the movies about it. It looks so modern. It looks so different. And when my fragrance that is called Los Angeles finally arrived, and I opened this box with shaking hands because I was so excited. By the way, I love the presentation of Gallivant Perfumes because look at this sleek, modern, simple box, but do you see these rose gold details? They are making all the game. And I love that you actually get the map of the city that the fragrance represents on the box. So yeah, a very modern concept, looks top-notch, and this is the actual bottle, 30 ml size, and once again looks simple, minimalistic, and pretty trendy. So when I first sprayed it, my heart was beating a little bit faster than usual, and that was a very special moment for me. I don't even know how to describe you my feelings. I was so excited. It is very strange that I'm so emotional about perfumes, but this is not just any perfume. I mean, like, it is inspired by Los Angeles. Do some of you share my love for LA? I don't know what it is about it that I am so attracted to. And when I first smelled it, I was just so surprised because this is perfume that smells so very different from everything else that I've tried before, but somehow it smells familiar but also new all at once, and I literally couldn't stop smelling it for a few days, and I was constantly smelling on my wrist, and I love that every time I wore it I discovered something new about it, and I will tell you how many facets Los Angeles captivates. But I need to tell you right away that it became my go-to fragrance pretty quickly, and not only I love to wear it on the everyday basis, but also I enjoy to wear it to bed because I discovered something soothing and calming about it, and I guess that's because of musk, which is somehow powdery because it is layered with heliotrope, but it is also dirty because it is mixed into nergamotha, and that is only one aspect of LA, the dirty naughtiness that I can imagine is going on in this city too, and I'm sure that is how Hollywood smells, like dirty musk, very soothing, almost like smoky woods and glamorous powder. However, in the daylight I detect more fruitiness, and somehow I associate it with melons, even though there are no melons listed in the official notes breakdown, but there are actually pineapples and mandarins, so there is definitely fresh fruitiness going on, and I know that Nick was inspired by cocktails served with pineapples. And I mean, like, cocktails and LA, they belong together. And that suits the vibe of the city perfectly. I mean, like, LA is all about partying, in my opinion. And just very, very creative people. So the opening of LA is fruity and earthy, and I find that is interesting combination. And you know that I'm not the biggest fan of earthy elements in the perfumery, but in here it is pretty subtle and very aromatic. This fragrance is airy. LA is city of angels, city of partying, creativity, and innovations, and that is exactly what this fragrance is about, because later it moves to some floral abstract accord, and that is the most fascinating part of this perfume. There are two floral notes in there, which are tuberose and narcissus. I personally smell more the second one, and it is not a typical tuberose perfume at all. You know, like, tuberose can be very aggressive and right in your face and very white floral. In here, it is very fresh, it is abstract, and that's why it is tricky to name which flowers are in here. So I find that is actually very interesting, how these flowers work with all the other notes, and how woody they are, and how musky and, once again, dirty they are. But there is constant freshness in this fragrance, and even though you can definitely tell that there are flowers in there, it can be very hard to name which ones. So my colleague described it as the beginning of spring, and you are walking on a lovely and sunny spring day through the olive fresh blooming flowers. And I need to agree on that with her, and I actually smell something watery, like maybe soil, because there is also this fruity earthiness going on in there, and I find there is a lot of dewiness, freshness, watery marine accord. And yes, that is another part of LA. It is not a typical aquatic scent though. You won't get a feeling that you're swimming in the ocean or you're burning your skin underneath hot LA sun on the beach. No. It's rather you're walking on a LA promenade on a very fresh, cool spring day, and you breathe in the salty breeze. And there are actually some notes that I am usually not the biggest fan of, such as eucalyptus and juniper. But I have a feeling, my intuition tells me that without them, this fragrance wouldn't be so special as it is. And yes, it is actually complex and mind-blowing, and I love how it changes, and I love all multiple facets of this perfume. So I actually enjoy that it is fresh, but there is no menthol quality of eucalyptus. So the notes combination is ultra modern, very avant-garde, and in addition, I would like to mention that this is absolutely unisex perfume that is appropriate for men and women. It will suit everybody, and it is actually a fragrance that is so easy to pull off, and that is the part that I enjoy about it so much, because even though I prefer creative fragrances, even though they can be not very wearable, I appreciate when there is creativity, uniqueness, and this universal approach. So yes, I wear Los Angeles to work, and my colleagues asked me today what is my perfume, and all of them liked it. It was like green light. They told me it is a really good one, and I wear it when I'm going out, I wear it on the daily basis, and I wear it to bed. So it has it all, and when I visit Los Angeles, I'll be wearing it, so later on I will smell it and I will be transported to that city. I actually really love how Gallivant perfumes represent different cities. That is just such a smart idea in my opinion. And this perfume, I mean, like, dewy fruitiness and sexy naughtiness, everything is in there. The scent of Hollywood, the scent of glam, of partying. I mean, like, oh my god, LA is waiting for me. And I'm sure those of you who appreciate unique fragrances that can be worn on different occasions, morning and night, spring, summer, and autumn, will really enjoy it, especially if you live in LA, because it, you know, it is cooling. It has this marine freshness, and it is so interesting. It's like very sultry and glamorous, and if you live in the environment where it is hot, this is a must try for you for sure. And I love that it lasts a decent amount of time. It performs really well, probably that's why I get a lot of attention when I'm wearing it. But my favorite part about its performance is the sillage, because it makes me feel very good. And thanks to NYX's generosity, here comes the exciting announcement. I got a very special code only for subscribers of my channel, with which you can save 15% on the purchase of a full-sized Gallivant perfume. Not only Los Angeles, anything. They have so many different ones. In the description box you'll find links to my previous reviews on them, and there are also samples available on their website. And I mean, like, who doesn't want to smell like the most glamorous city in the world? I mean, like, it has so many different aspects, that like this woody floralcy and dirty muskiness and dewy fruitiness and very unusual aquatic moment. I mean, like, it's rock and roll, it's like partying, it is like hot sunsets that are cooled down. I love it. I recommend it for sure, you guys. And that completes this video. If you enjoyed watching it and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let me know your feedback about this video in the comments and tell me about Los Angeles. So we'll see each other next one really soon. Stay tuned and smell good. Bye, guys.